Hello everybody, this is Karama's018, and yes, I'm uploading a lot on the show, but I can't help it. I want to get as much of this out as I can, because like I said, we're already done with Season 3. I want to be able to show you guys, or get you guys done with it as well, so we could all wait for Season 4 together. Anyway, last episode was a bit of a filler, sort of. It was more kind of trying to be fan service, more fan service for the girls than it is for the guys, because the guys didn't get to see anything bikini-wise. Literally, there was no bikinis. But a lot of fan service for the girls who watched the show. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, this episode we actually do get to the training camp this time. And everybody's obviously getting ready to head there. And Bonova is being such a tool. I don't know why is he such a tool? I know he doesn't like Class 1A. I know that much. Is that the only reason why he's a tool? Or is there something else going on? You know? Actually, hang on. There we go. That is much better. Yeah, because there are times where my mouth will go like be up below, like right here. So where you couldn't see it. Anyway. Yeah, Mono is being a tool. Kendo knocks him out, thank God. And both Class 1A and Class 1B are heading to the training camp. Guessing Jackson being bad, as usual. Anyway, they stop, and obviously my dad has got to go pee. I'm guessing either he had to go before and thought he could hold it until they got there, or he just had to go on the way there, or whatever. But anyway, he had to go pee, trying to find a bathroom, and there's nothing there because they're on a little alcove above on a mountain. And we actually start to meet the Wild Pussycats. Well, 2 of them at least. There's 4 in total. You meet Mandalay and Pixie Bob. Mandalay has, I don't know if you want to spoil this, but, nah. I'll tell you about it in the next episode. Anyway, sorry. I had to yawn. Anyway, they've got a little boy with them. I think he's like 4 or 5, like 5, 6 maybe? Somewhere around there. Anyway, his name is Coda. And the class starts to slowly realize that something's up, and they try and run back to the buses. Don't work, because Pixie Bob sends them flying over the cliff, literally, on a freaking mound of earth. Yeah, she can manipulate the earth and stuff. So, yeah. They have to make their way to where the training camp is by noon if they want to get lunch. So they have like, let's see, 2.5 hours, give or take, to get there. But in order to get there, they have to go through the Beast Forest. And it's called that because Pixie Bob can create her little earth creatures and attack intruders. So that's why it's called that. Anyway, they all have to start fighting their way through these creatures. Yeah. No, it's good. And it takes them to about, dang it, how long is it? If I'm wrong on the time, just let me know. I think it's like 5. So it takes them 5 hours more than what they gave them, time limit wise. And they're all exhausted. Like, some of their quirks are, like, getting to them. Like, Bakugo is getting to him because he's using all those big bursts, so it's making him hurt. Todoroki's look like he's got some frost on him, even though he was... Oh, he might not have been using his fire because they were in a forest, and if he uses fire, he'd probably catch the place on fire. Uraraka looks like she's gonna vomit. Which we know what happens when she uses her quirk too much. She starts to vomit rainbows for some reason. I don't get that myself. If somebody could explain why vomiting rainbows... That'd be great. Let's see. Kaminari's got that dopey face on dopey look on his face because he uses electricity too much. I'm guessing Ida's legs are hurting him because he's kind of limping a little bit. And everybody else just looks dog tired. I mean, seriously, they do look tired. And apparently, I don't know if I would say she's a cradle robber, but I think Pixie Bob is either no, she's not. Actually, no, she's quick question. Is Pixie Bob attracted to just teenagers, or is she attracted to adults too? Because if she's attracted to adults too, then she's probably not a pet. Maybe. Would you consider her a pedophile? Because she is 31. As much as she wants to say she's 18 at heart, she's 31 years old. So, does she just like teenagers? And if so, that's very creepy. That's essentially a pedophile right there. A pedophile is someone who's an adult who is attracted to children. And she's attracted to Ida, Bakugo, Todoroki, or Midoriya. Any one of those four she singled out and said, oh, I can't. Actually, it isn't said like this. Actually, I don't remember if it was in the Japanese, in the sub, or the dub, but one of them, she says, I call dibs. I can't wait to see you guys in 3 years. So, at least she's willing to wait 3 years before they're 18? So they're legally? I don't know. And I starts hounding them a little bit in the background, and then Aizawa asks Mandalay, has she always been like this? And she tells them that it's gotten worse because she's trying to find herself a husband. Essentially. Or mate, as she put it. I don't know why you said mate, but still. Yeah, but essentially she's trying to find herself a husband. And, well, yeah. They already got dinner ready for them, and it becomes, and even though it's Japanese food, it all looked good to me. Then again, I don't know if I would actually eat it. Anyway. Yeah, they all eat dinner. And we find out, no, we don't find out anything yet, but they have a hot spring bath. And we all know this is eye candy for Mineta. I knew he would do it at some point, and Ida tries to tell him not to do it. And Mineta obviously doesn't listen. He starts climbing the wall that's separating the girl side from the boy side with his balls. He's just pulling them off and putting them on the wall and climbing up as he goes. And right before he reaches the top, Koda pops up and tells him if you want to be a hero, you better start working on being a better human being first, and pushing him off. And poor Ida's on the receiving end of that landing. A bare butt fit to the face. And thank goodness for Koda, but then Koda looks over after they're thanking him, and he faints. I'm guessing because of seeing all the eye candy, girl eye candy, and he falls off, and thankfully Midoriya catches him. Thank goodness. Though I do wonder, how the heck did Midoriya manage to keep that towel on when he did the full cowling? Because you would think that the force of it would have sent his towel off. Anyway, but yeah, he brings him to Koda's cousin, I guess, but it's actually, Koda's parents are her cousins, so, first cousins? I don't know, I don't get it. Anyway, we find out that Koda, before I forget, when Koda met the others, back when they actually got to the training camp, Midoriya tries to introduce himself to him. Koda responds, logically, by punching him right in the groin. I felt so bad for freaking Midoriya. All he did was just introduce himself. And then, boom, punch to the groin. And they find out that he apparently doesn't like heroes, and actually we find out later on, we just find out the reason that Koda's parents were actually heroes, but they got killed in the line of duty. And that's why Koda is the way he is, because he's so young, he essentially, I guess, hates all heroes. Even though you would think that he would hate all villains because of this. Nope. He hates heroes. And that's why he's like this. That's why he did that to Midoriya, and that's why he says what he says. Anyway, that's what Midoriya finds out. And the next day, during the night, we actually see Mineta tied up in a blanket, which makes sense because you know that Mineta would probably try and sneak off and try to see the girls. So whoever did that is smart. Anyway, next day, Aizawa tries to get them to do the pitching the ball test like they did on their first day to see how much they improved. Not by much. Bakugo's score didn't go up very much at all, like 6 meters, I guess. I think. 5, 6 meters, somewhere around there. Anyway, yeah. Essentially, this training camp is supposed to be training their quirks. Getting their quirks stronger, because essentially that's what Bakugo used to throw it. And so his quirk hasn't gotten very strong since class started. So that's what this training camp is supposed to be for. Anyway, and we get a glimpse of what the villains are up to, and they're waiting for, I guess, orders from Shigaraki. And they actually think of him as a spoiled child, which I do not blame them at all. Anyway, that's about all I have to say on this episode. I don't have very much to say my own thoughts-wise, but I did give you a recap of the episode, so I would suggest watching the reaction first, and then watching this. Anyway, that's about all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, and you haven't subscribed already, I feel free to do so, though it's not mandatory, obviously. Because if it was mandatory, I'd have over 3,000 subscribers just from the freaking first episode of Fairy Tail that I did. Because that one's got the most views at over 3,000. Anyway, that's about all I have to say, and I will see everybody next time.